So, good morning, everyone. Today we're going to talk a little bit about mental illness, mental health, because of the Yellow September. So I hope you enjoy this conversation. Will be a kind of, I tried to create some, question that's more relaxed because I know that this topic is very heavy. So it's a kind of just to having fun here and, think about different things. My name is Endo Miller, and I've been hosting here since the beginning of the pandemic, more or less. Ayla, can you introduce yourself, please?
Yeah, good morning, everyone. My name is Ayla. I, I'm from Belém. I was born here. I married. I live here with my family. I have a daughter, and I'm a dog person. I have a Shih Tzu. So I work at a public sector. I've been working for about 10 years in this area. And I'm an English student, and I've been studying English for about 2 years. So I'm here to improve my English, my confidence. I think it's very comfortable to practice my English here. So
Oh,
that's it.
that's nice. Very nice to hear that. Thanks a lot, Ayla. How about you, Aberlene? Aberlene.
Morning, guys. So I'm Berlene. I'm from Fortaleza, Ceará, but I live in Salvador almost 7 years. I'm air traffic controller, and yeah, I really love about that subject. Yeah, and I'm here to talk in English, try talking English, improve my English, and practice that. But I think it's important to talk about that subject.
You aren't trying to talk English. You are speaking English and talking
Yeah.
English, just to shaping your English. Thanks a lot, Aberlene. Let me see. Luis, your turn.
Hello, guys. Hello, everyone. I think I already talked with everyone here, but uh, I didn't. I didn't be in your meeting, Edo. It's the first time with you. Thank you. And I have 28 years old. I work with IT. I am a dog person. I love dogs. I like to ride a bike. I'm living in a small city in Minas Gerais state. Really small city. Almost everyone is part of your family, and almost everyone. And that's it. I'm here in TNT about 1 week, and I like to mat. I already sent for my friends, and it's good. I like to be here.
Thanks a lot. Very good. Yeah, invite all then.
Of
Gabriel,
course.
your turn.
Hi, everyone. I'm Gabriel. I'm 35 years old. I'm married. I have a daughter. I work with data. I'm data scientist, and I'm here to learn English and conquer the world.
Okay, yeah, it's very challenging. So guys, let's start from the first and more open question here today, that why are we getting mental ill? You can say anything you think about what you think, your point of view. So let's start from Aberlene. What do you think, Aberlene?
Yeah, I think there are different factors, yeah, for that, but maybe involve the technology and the behavior or the environment, because today it's not just about the technology, but the technology maybe that's influenced that, and the way that person have a relationship between them, I think, and the society, there are a big pressure for the person to achieve your success, but the person don't have knowledge about what is the success for the person. And I think it's that maybe involve money, technology, and big pressures. I think it's that. But
Nice.
maybe have other factors too.
Yeah, yeah. What do you think, Ayla? What's your opinion? Take on it.
In my opinion, there are a lot of reasons for that, but I think especially I agree with Albert because the technology. I think the information is too fast for us to understand about it. So I think it's very, very fast. And I think beside this, I think people who are not so close anymore. For example, here in my work, people almost don't talk to each other, you know. It's only through the apps, the emails, and there is no more friendship and between my co-workers, and I think it's a bad situation, and so I think it's difficult to the relationship, and
Yeah, I agree.
yeah,
And including sometimes, among family, for example, part of family talk at same home, in cell phone, like send
yeah,
message.
as well. Yeah, in the family,
Yeah,
technology all the
so yeah,
time is influencing our relationships at
yeah,
work, at family, and friendship. So
actually. And let me hear from Gabriel. What do you think?
I think nowadays we have a lot of information to process, and sadly, we don't have good processors. Just your brain, it's a joke. Our brain is very powerful, but with the amount of information, we become tired and tired, and we are bombarded with ads 24 hours per day, a lot of light, artificial light. It's not good. The if it's the good side and the bad side of the advance of technology, but I think it's our responsibility to stop it with notifications, stop it watch screen so many hours before to go to sleep,
I see.
but it's a hard task. The demands a lot of discipline and yes, discipline.
Yeah, I think, you all said about technology, and I think that the society portrays that we need to know all the things, at the same moment that it, have happened. Like you need to know everything that is happening in the world at the same moment. I think the best word more like, oh, I don't know, but I don't care as well. But now, how do you don't know about that? Man, you need to know because, something is happening. And we have this perception, it's kind of the society has internalizing us this kind of feeling like I need to know. And if you don't know, you feel kind of sad, like, oh my God, I don't know, I don't understand, I'm bad, and so on. Yeah,
Yes,
thanks a lot. Oh,
a good approach is to stop it to watch news. In my case, I watch news just to learn English. and it's a bad, uh, evil necessary. But because I like this approach, I don't like music to learn, and but I try to find another subjects like entrepreneurship or etc. But
very,
stop watching TV, open TV news. It's a good approach, I think.
yeah, very good. Thanks a lot, Gabriel. How about you, Luis? What do you think? What's your point?
Well, I totally agree with all you. I think Ayla and Gabriel brought some points that make me think about it. For example, in their job, I was working in office, and there it was a pleasure to me that I've made some friends there. All right, I started working. It was my second work, my second job, and I have made friends, and the people teach me the work. All right, I've made really good friends there, but in my second job, it's totally different. And it's totally different, and I don't have friendship. All right, I've not made. I'm working from home, and it's very different. And you communication, and you speak much less than you even don't speak at work. All right, and
Okay.
we receive now a lot of information too. Maybe the social medias could be very toxic. We need to be aware of this, like Instagram or LinkedIn. I use it Facebook too.
Good
It's
point.
a
Good point.
I use Facebook too. It could be toxic too, but that's it. We need to be aware of this. We need to use carefully this social media. And that's it. I think it's a good way. It's to do some
Yeah,
exercises. This could help. But when we think about mental health, we need a professional from the area. All right. Now,
perfect.
any tip isn't
It's just a tip.
is yes. It's could be bad, good for me, but not for the others. There is no formula, and we always need a professional, and
Yeah,
that's it.
you brought a very, very good point that, sometimes you used to use the social media in general, like Instagram, Facebook, and so on, without knowing that, all the advertisement, all because our body, our mind will react, seeing that kind of thing. Even that the thing is very silly and superficial. Like I'm just watching fun videos, but your body, are processing that. So sometimes we are thinking that, is cannot be danger. However, I've reading that it's totally the opposite. You need to control your brain, even watching things that you do not consider aggressive or
Yes,
impactful.
you are receiving a lot of information. You are rolling
Yeah,
the hells on Instagram, for example, or TikTok. I don't use TikTok, but I use health, for example. You are receiving a lot of information, and in a second you pass for other. And all right,
yeah.
maybe it could be difficult to read a book.
You stay stuck
Turn,
on it.
yeah, yes, stuck on it. And that's it. Thank
So
you.
no problem. You're welcome. Now let's talk about relationship in general. You can say answer about family or about yourself, about your friends and so on. The question number 4: do you think are our relationship healthier or sicker than before? What's your opinion, Ayla?
Uh, Unfortunately, I think our relationship is no aren't healthy than before.
Okay.
because I remember when I was a child, when I was a teenager, before the internet. So I think I'm older here. And in that moment, I think people talking more each other, you know. People had fun together, and for example, I was a child. I played. I played with the other kids on my street, on my neighborhood, and we know each other. People knew about me, my neighbors, my friends. So people when saw me,
Mhm.
so I think so. See, I don't know, uh, and only to see me, my friend knew I was, maybe I was sad, or I
Okay.
was sick, you know,
They pay
and
attention in
pay
details,
attention
like,
about yeah, what I look, like. So nowadays I don't see this environment behavior anymore. Um, and that's why I think our relationship uh, don't healthy than
in the
before.
past.
I think
Okay.
it's our relationship nowadays don't work, don't have feelings, strong feelings. I don't know how to explain, but I think it's very distant.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. I
it's
understood.
close, the information all the time, but it's very close, and about the feelings, you know,
Okay.
about the you realize about how people is feeling in that moment.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I agree. I agree. Oberlane, what's your point on this question?
Yeah, your answer was amazing, Ayla. I totally agree with you. And I I have the same point of, sorry, I have the same, I agree with your answer, but I have one different perspective or different point of view because, for example, today I know that I have friends, but my friends, it's like a superficial, yeah. And I just have a little friends, a little persons that I trust, I trust in that person, and that's it. Because we don't need a lot of friends, yeah, in your life, because you need pay attention in your life now. So that's change with other persons. The relationships can be changed with the time pass. Yeah, but I think today it's more superficial, and because of that, the person don't have the connection between them, and maybe that can be a sicker than before. But when you, if you try connection with other person, maybe that can be can be happen. But if you try connection with other person using a virtual life, I think that don't happen. It's more hard to happen with you. But maybe if you look for your real person, yeah, next to you, maybe, and you try have a trust connection between that person, maybe you will have a good answer, yeah, for the other person. I think is that.
Yeah, nice answer. I really don't know how to answer this question because sometimes I see old people and they are so hurt, you know, in terms of a lot of pain inside because they do not treat it in the past. Nowadays, we are more open to, oh my God, I'm not good, you know, I'm not good. So I go to the doctor, psychology, and so on. However, in the past was oh my God, it's just silly thing, you know, I don't care about my mind and just work a lot. And I read a quote that is nowadays we need to go to the therapy because our parents wasn't, you know, they didn't care about this. So sometimes I agree with that. But yeah, it's on my point. Gabriel, what do you think? Your turn.
Surprisingly, my relationships now are very healthier than before. Because before I was a teenager, just social life, a lot of beer, a lot of bad love, music. And now I believe on that. For me, it's a choice question. I choose for people with the same interests, the same profile, marriage, 30 some years, to be growing life, to want to grow in life, study, watch the financial market, work with a profession similar to mine. And I don't wanna to be friend with anyone. I very exigent. I have just one friend, but it's grateful. I learn a lot with him and learn with me. For me, it's a choice question. Became with the age. When I was 20 years, I was not like that. I a little bit crazy. Just when the next party, where the next party. It's a word. I think this way, that way, and yes, I don't allow myself to engage with people that have anything in common. Just people, the same profile, the same interests, like a book read club, learning something new, etc. For
Very
me, it's a
nice.
choice.
Very
It's a
interesting.
choice question.
Yeah, but you know, for example, I see that you are young and you had this option. And I think it's, you know, it's more early that people have this kind of option, you know, people, you know, 20 think, oh my God, I want to stop to, for example, to go to the party because I want to be with
Yes,
my family and so on. And I think in the past were more kind of natural, this kind of decision, but it's just my perception.
yes. When we was a teenager, we want to be accepted. Now, I don't care. I don't care.
Yeah.
There are the people I don't want to have accepting their group. I don't like their group. Stay far
Okay.
from me. I'm good here.
Yeah, it's more about self-estimation and okay.
Yes.
Thanks a lot, Gabriel. Let's hear from Luis.
Well, and when you think about relationships healthier or sicker than before, we can see about two ways. You can see about your life, and in your life, of course not, but in your life, maybe you create some mechanisms to avoid people that are not healthier, all right? As Gabriel said, but it's a hard question. It's a hard to answer because sometimes it's very difficult. How do
All my
you,
meetings, I like this, hard question, philosophical question.
yeah, how do you say for the people that, oh, I don't want to be your friend, or all right, when you live in a small city, sometimes everyone calls you as a friend, and that's okay. There's no problem. There's a lot of people that talk with you. The All right, I don't know if I can explain. When you think the other way about this question, when you think about healthier or sick than before in about years or decades, all right? When
Okay.
you see a period of time great than my life, all right? I don't know to ask, because maybe on 70s or 80s, my father and my mother didn't, for sure, they didn't have Instagram, all right?
Okay.
For sure, but I don't know if they had a better friendships because they don't have Instagram. I think that in our society, everyone compares your life with each other. Everyone is putting a tip in your life. Maybe
Yeah.
you don't ask, but it's a very tough question. I don't know if I even
Nice point that,
ask,
sometimes
but
we are more exposed, or like, in social media, and the people, you feel more what the people are saying about you, like because, for example, sometimes people that you don't know react to your photos in your social media, but you don't know. And, even that you don't care, you will feel that, sometimes the people that you don't know are, in some contact with you. Good.
yeah,
Nice,
it's a
nice
tough question. I don't
percentage.
know if yes. That's it.
Yeah.
It's a really
Yeah.
tough question.
No problem. Was awesome, your answer. So let me see here. Before to bring the people back here in the main room, I would like to address this question to Alberlene. What do you consider toxic in terms of mental healthy, or, what do you consider toxic? Like, this is toxic. That man is toxic. The behavior is toxic.
Oh my gosh, it's hard. Yeah, but I think when I just think that in the beginning of the conversation, it's like the human, it's a part of the nature. Yeah. So when we live in the new space and environment, there are a lot of information, and our environment, there are quickly information, like I told you in the beginning. I think we have the time of the nature. So it's important we just,
I believe
yeah,
you.
live in the time of the nature. Like a baby, when a woman was pregnant, need spend 9 months to babe grow up, yeah, and to be prepared for birth, yeah. And yeah, and that's it. Sometimes we have a lot of information, and we spend our time with other that's information, but don't pay attention or focus in life, in real life now. Yeah, like here, the technology, it's good, okay, because I'm meeting Angel, you, Ayla, for example, and we have a conversation, change information, change experience, but sometimes we don't have a human contact, or like a nature, because we are part of the nature. So I think that toxic, it's like different tools, like a technology, it's good for us, but we need maybe the access when you use a lot and just don't have the human contact or lose the contact with the nature. I think is that.
Wow, very good question, because I'm totally in line with that. Like, I think the most part of the thing that nowadays we consider mental ill is that we get in disconnect from the nature. Because what the nature has, have to teach us, like, you need to wait sometimes, you need to seed, you need to wait, sometimes grow, you need to develop, slow, you need to understand the time, and then you can collect what you seeded. So sometimes we are, living without thinking the nature, just in that rush, trying to do all the things at the same moment because I need to live. This is considered living, like doing all the things at the same moment. Like, I need to live everything. So I'm totally in line with this answer. Very good. Let me hear from now, Luis. What do you consider toxic?
Sorry, what's the question number?
Yeah, it's the question, more or less the question number 9. That is, what do you consider toxic?
All right.
You don't need you don't need to answer about mental health, but toxic in general, like, what do you consider toxic behavior and so on?
Well, I think that we need to be always open to help and to be helped. All right. And maybe if the people are not open to do this, to be polite as he could, maybe this could be a toxic person, an unpolite person, or right?
Yeah, good one.
It could be. Yes. Sometimes you don't feel so good, and the people.
Because sometimes, you are answering, but I'm thinking here that sometimes we have people that are very polite, but they are toxic in a polite way. Okay. Because touch you, that person has touching you in a bad way.
Not exactly. But I think that we always need to be polite.
Yeah.
As you can. If the people is unpolite, it's not polite. This could be an example of toxic people. The people that who always compare with each other could be a toxic people too. And everyone have your time. All right, everyone walks in your speed. I think that comparison is a toxic. I was saying that education about polite or non-polite, but comparison could be more toxic than.
Yeah, you know what, I think it's very interesting, because when we have this kind of discuss about feelings, about, sometimes that's more deep, the conversation flow more like, just like it's happened here, like the people start to say more, and more in a more way that you need to express what you think about the thing, more than when we are discussing only closed topics, like very yes or no question. What do you think about this? Yes, I think that is just that. So, the last here, Isla, what do you consider toxic?
So, I think something toxic for me is I think about this when, for example, people spend a lot of time worry about to expose their life on social media, and then to enjoy your life, real life. As Alberlene said very well, I think it's important to enjoy the human contacts, to enjoy what are too close to you, your family, your pet, your friends. So I think when you worry about to show a perspective, a life, it can be no real on social media, and you don't enjoy your life, your real life. I
The
think
real life.
it's toxic. It's very toxic for us, and it's no good
Yeah,
because life is fast, and our life is fast, and
that's the short.
I think it's no, yeah, it's very short, and I think we need to enjoy what is close to us, then only to expose or show on social media a perfect life, and that
Yeah.
it is not true. It is not true. It is a fake, and I think
You know
it's
what?
toxic.
I'm thinking here about, for example, this, your answer in the technology. For example, nowadays we are seeing the rising of metaverse, for example. Sometimes I feel that we don't know how to feel pain, and pain sometimes is necessary because it's the real life, unfortunately, but it's the real life. And you know, the rise of the, for example, metaverse or second life or second, you know, the living on Instagram is just like you are choosing a good side, always a good side to portray yourself. This is so interesting because sometimes the people get you because of this, you know, because they want to be accepted, you know, in a very heavy way. Like I need to be showed. I need to show myself because people need to know me. And you know, the people do not care because the world is so big. Guys, thanks a lot. I will bring the people back because we have other meeting then. So let me hear. But I really appreciate this, to have this conversation because it's very important, and also because I can know more, you know, about you, the participants in general. But for example, we have 10 questions here, and we do not discuss straight this question, just to start to be random here. But Gabriel, what do you think? What do you consider toxic? You can answer.
CO2.
People's back.
It's a joke.
What?
CO2.
CO2?
Yes.
I don't get it.
Carbonic gas.
Wow.
No, it's a joke. For me, the
Good joke. Good joke.
yes, thanks. The more talks than I see, it's the people just complain about your life. Victimism, limited beliefs. It's very sad for me because it's like a prison. The person it's prison in stuffs like that. They make just complaints about others, complaints about life, complaints about president, complaints about market. Just complaints. The fault is for there. It's not me, but I believe, and I keep so fair for these people. Maybe even my family. My mother loves gossip. I don't support this, and for me, it's more toxic I don't have a adjective for this, but the people, it's anything anywhere is not good. The problem is the person, not the
Yeah.
others. It's like the person like that needs psychologist or coaching or read
Yeah.
books for self-improvement, because it's sad the people it's not able to see how they are
Toxic.
prisoned. Toxic, but imprisoned in their limited beliefs.
Yeah, I agree. Thanks a lot, Gabriel. Welcome back, guys. How was the conversation, Leonardo? Also for you?
Yes, it was good. Bruna and Ricardo and Jefferson has had a good points, a good arguments. I believe I learned some about this subject, and the class are over until I talked about the 10 point, and bro asked for me, and I am talk out conversation about this, and I believe that the question is, can you share some
Tips?
tips? Yes,
Advice?
advice. I believe the first time you must you need to be who you are, all right, what are values, because the unchecked mental problem can be resolved, change some values, just like my appearance is my appearance is tipo, that there must must a very preoccupation about this, for example, and talk about for this her listening different point of views must be can be a beginning, I believe.
Very good. Yeah, more about self-estimation, self-esteem. Very nice. Yeah, it's a long process, you know, just like we are doing right now, speaking English. It's a long process, not something that, because I see, you know, I've seen a lot of people know that you need to do that, or you need to be like this, and you need to be like that, you know, but it's a process sometimes, you know, and sometimes it's, you know, it's a long process, sometimes more short, but, you know, we need to respect this kind of thing, like, and we need to be polite, as Luis says in the main room, and need to be empathetic, like in terms of feeling, you know, and be connected with the people, like, you know, I know that the people are trying to overcome that problem and so on. So yeah, that's it. Guys, thanks a lot for this conversation. It was really awesome. I learned a lot as usual. I shared with you our forms here. Please help me to improve this conversation. Say what you want, what you think about this conversation, if you like, if you do not like, topics that you would like to discuss here. You know, I will try to create something that interests you. And that's all. Have a great week for you all, and see you in the next. Okay.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. See you. Bye bye.
Thanks a lot.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Bye. See you.
Next.
Thank you. Bye bye.